Perfect. Okay, cool. I'm trying something new with PowerPoint and I was like, can everyone see this? So hi
Yes.
everyone. My name is Melissa Chavez. I'm the Assistant Director for Transfer Services at UC Santa Barbara's campus. Thanks so much for having me join. I was a little bit of a last minute addition. So because of that, I want to honor everyone's time and I'll try to keep my presentation short and sweet. I'm going to cover a lot of really good information for you all to consider Santa Barbara as one of your transfer destinations. So I'm going to stop my video just to make sure my internet doesn't drop because as you all know, we all have been having those internet issues as we're navigating this virtual world. So UCSB is one of the 9 undergraduate campuses with the University of California system. We are undergraduate focused, so we do have students that are getting their master's degree, PhDs as well. But the majority of the services, the programs, everything that we have to offer is geared towards that undergraduate experience. So I always like to point this out because as a transfer student, you're an undergraduate, and the type of support that you're going to have at UCSB is there for you, and we want to make sure that you have the resources that you need to succeed. Whether that's academic advising, support programs tutoring and counseling and psychological services. We have so much to offer. In terms of location, I kind of say that we're kind of like the middle child of the UC system. We're right in the middle. We're smaller than some of the other UCs. We're bigger than some of the other UCs. In terms of location, we are about 100 miles northwest of Los Angeles, right up on the 101. We are surrounded by the ocean, and we have the Santa Ynez Mountains directly behind us. So it really is such a truly beautiful location. The UC system as a whole, you really can't go wrong. Most recently, UCSB was ranked the #6 public school in the nation. That's by US News and World Report. But within that top 10, you'd find multiple UC campuses. And even within, I'm pretty sure almost all of the UC campuses are within the top 50, which is amazing. So I echo everything that my friends and colleagues have said before me. UC campuses really just, you can't go wrong. We have so much to offer. At UCSB, we have a really great mix of academics and a strong social environment for students to thrive academically and interpersonally as well, and building those great skills that will be helpful as you are planning to go to graduate school, perhaps get a job, all of that good stuff. We do have 6 Nobel laureates within our faculty. We have one alumna who has won Nobel Prize, and I just learned that she's working at UC Santa Cruz. That's who Lisa mentioned, Professor Carol Greider. So she graduated from UCSB's College of Creative Studies, so that's pretty awesome. I consider UCSB as a transfer-friendly university. Last year, we had a 59% transfer admit rate. So similar to other UC campuses, we do have a college system. However, our college system is a little bit more straightforward and smaller. It's not really like connected to a learning environment or anything like that. It's just kind of more of a traditional college within a university. So the College of Letters and Science is our largest college. It houses the majority of the majors, from anthropology to zoology to history and philosophy and everything in between. Most of the big popular programs we have, except we do not have a psychology major and we do not have a business major at UCSB. The components of a degree in the College of Letters and Science are focused on general education, major, and elective units. So it's very interdisciplinary. So as a transfer student, ideally you would have some, if not all, of your general education and major prep done, which would then put you in a really good spot to just focus on your major, or focus on 2 majors or a major and a minor, since that's definitely doable in the College of Letters and Science. Then we have the College of Engineering, which I believe is the smallest engineering program within the UC system. We only have 5 majors: chemical, computer, electrical, mechanical engineering, as well as computer science. For selective students, we do offer a 3-year bachelor's and master's degree program for anyone interested in the College of Engineering. And then we have the College of Creative Studies, which is our smallest college with anywhere about 350 to 400 students total at any given moment within 8 majors. This is known as a graduate school for undergraduates. The students in creative studies are really focused on creating their new information. So while research and theory is a huge component of the University of California, research is not necessarily required as part of your undergraduate experience. However, in the College of Creative Studies at UCSB, research is required because you are expected to produce your own original work in whatever major you're interested in. For future transfers, some of my colleagues have already covered eligibility. So, you need a 7-course pattern, you need 60 semester units or 90 quarter units, but you're on semester system. The GPA requirement, minimum of 2.4 for California residents, 2.8 for non-residents. But ultimately, we're always going to say, let's focus on selection. So how to become a selective applicant requires a little bit of a higher GPA. So for at UCSB, we would recommend a GPA of 3.2 and above. Last year, 93% of the students that we admitted had a GPA of a 3.2 and above. So the higher you are in that GPA range, the better your chances. We also look at major prep GPA in selective programs, and that's going to be my next slide that I'm going to talk about. And in order to make yourself more competitive, we always recommend completing your English and your math requirements early as opposed to waiting for the last term before transfer. We offer a lot of resources because we are geographically kind of out there, and I know you all at Columbia College can relate to that. I've been to your campus; it is quite beautiful. But we do have a lot of virtual resources like monthly webinars. This month, we'll be hosting a ton of UC application webinars for those students that are getting ready to apply this year. We have virtual transfer appointments. We have a dedicated admission staff person that's dedicated to your school, so that's me. You can, email me and schedule a virtual appointment. And I usually have availability, within a couple of days, so that's really helpful. Assist.org is something you should all be aware of. UC TAP tool as well. UC TAP is a really great tool that students can track and plan their own transfer, and it also serves as an advising tool. So if you were to email me, I would be able to look up your account and give you some specific feedback. And then UCSB is also part of the transfer admission guarantee. These are the selective majors that we have at UCSB. All majors, all bio majors, all math majors, all econ majors, and then starting with next year's applicant class, physics are going to be our selective programs. These are the ones that require major preparation. Every other major in the College of Letters and Science highly recommends major prep, but does not require it for admissions purposes. For College of Engineering, the 5 engineering majors require major preparation. And then for College of Creative Studies, all of the majors require specific courses. Actually, they recommend specific courses, but what they do require is a supplemental application in addition to the UC application that goes through a faculty review in the major that you're interested in. Social media is awesome. We encourage you all to connect with us virtually. So we have 2 Instagram accounts. The first one is the UCSB admissions account, which is, content for students, but really more like technical, like meeting requirements, tips and tricks for the personal insight question, that kind of stuff. And then we also have UCSB Live, and that is student-led, student-driven, and focused on the student experience at UC Santa Barbara. A couple of resources, finding your major on our campus. There's a couple of links. Any of this, simply Google UC Santa Barbara majors or UC Santa Barbara financial aid, and you'll be taken to a lot of really good, helpful websites that give you a ton of information. I'm also going to put my information in the chat here, and yeah, I'm ready for any questions, and I'm happy to be here.